So the first thing we're going to do is let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. You want to do that?
Sure.
Okay. Y'all are welcome to sing along. We want you to. So, here we go. Oh, the weather outside is frightful, but the fire is so delightful. And since we've no place to go, let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. It doesn't show signs of stopping, and I brought some corn for popping. The lights are turned way down low. Let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. When we finally kiss goodnight, how I hate going out in the storm. But if you really hold me tight, all the way home I'll be warm. The fire is slowly dying, my dear, we're still goodbye. But as long as you love me so, there's quickly, let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. I'm sure he'll join us in a minute. Hi, everybody. Welcome. I'm so glad you guys are here. Adair. When we finally kiss goodnight, how I'll hate going out in the storm. But if you really hold me tight, all the way home I'll be warm. Nice. The fire is slowly dying, my dear, we're still goodbye. But as long as you love me so, let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. Hi, everybody.
Hi.
Welcome. Welcome to our little sing-along. Sing-along extravaganza here.
Oh yeah, I'm anxious to hear other people's voices.
Yeah, you all are welcome. We encourage you to sing along with us. Cheers, everybody.
Yes.
Raise your glass. So, you know what? However you celebrate, whatever you celebrate, we're so glad you're here.
Oh, absolutely.
Obviously, we're getting into the Christmas spirit ourselves, but we're going to do some things that are not Christmas.
Yeah, about this hat.
Yeah, about this. I think you look adorbs. Yes. Doesn't she look adorbs? Everybody, like this video right now if you think BG looks adorable,
I look
right?
like my grandmother.
No, she looks fantastic. Unless your grandmother was absolutely gorgeous, and then you look like her.
Well, she was
sure.
really pretty until she started getting, age. Like I did. You know that saying, age.
Age.
Yeah, well, so
Age is only a number, and yours is unlisted.
there you go.
Remember?
Yes. My Aunt Shuggy, she was the beauty queen in the family. Only in the South could somebody be named Shuggy. And she was really Almeida with red hair, and she looked like Ava Gardner. And when she turned 39, she said, I'm stopping right here. Whenever somebody asks me for my birthday, I'm going to say 39. And
Yeah.
she lived to be 87, and she was telling people she was 39.
Yeah, it's
So
perfect.
So I'm using
39.
her template. Yes.
39. We're all 39, right?
Oh yeah.
Okay, so everyone, we're obviously here because it's been a really rough year. And, tonight is just about a distraction. We know a lot of you had to change your plans, whether it's just a smaller version of your typical tradition, or some of you might be even alone tonight. And we just want you to know that you're not alone. We care very much about you, and you have marvelous taste in music, obviously. So we care.
We have wonderful audiences.
Yeah. And the reality of it is we'll get through this. We will get through this together. And tonight it's just about a really fun distraction from reality for a little bit, I hope. And please log in and chat with us and subscribe to BG's page. We are going to be trying to chat back and forth with some of you along the way. I'm trying to play producer and singer, and this may or may not work out very well, but we'll see. Anyway, okay, so I have a question for everybody. My first question is, what do you want Santa to bring you for Christmas or whatever you celebrate? What do you want anyone to give you or bring you? What do you need? What do you want? What do you want, BG? What is it that would make your holiday season a little bit better?
A life-size statue of Idris Elba would just fine. I could park him in the corner and see him every time I practice.
Cheers. Well, you have to share that gift if you get that one.
Naughty girl.
Well, let's see. Obviously, I want a vaccine. I'm not going to lie. But, I am looking forward to just maybe talking with some of my friends tomorrow and, just feeling the love. We all are adapting, right? The best that we can. So anyway, so somebody says, I want my freedom again, the freedom to travel around the world. Amen. Yes. We want to be able to travel so we can get back on the road and do live performances. We are not singing and playing piano very much right now. So that's why I'm drinking a little bit. Let's do another song. Okay. So first, we've been receiving lots of emails. So I'm not going to read all of them, but I'm going to read some of them because I think they're really sweet. This one is from Peter in Norwich in the United Kingdom. Hi, Peter. Dearest BG, you have brought an old man such great happiness through your music, and I thank you from my heart. I have a collection of 35 of your wonderful CDs. Looking forward to getting your latest album. God bless. Stay safe. Kindest regards. So how about if we do White Christmas?
How about that?
Okay, for those of you following along at home, we are going to be doing this in A flat, and we are going to do the verse, and then we're just going to sing it one time through. So
join in.
You have to. That's the deal.
Yeah.
You have to sing along. So this isn't a concert. The piano's out of tune. I'm out of tune. So, just sing along, please. The sun is shining, the grass is green, the orange and palm trees sway. There's never been such a day in Beverly Hills, LA. But it's December the 24th, and I am longing to be up north. I'm dreaming of a white Christmas, just like the ones I used to know, where the treetops glisten and children listen to hear sleigh bells in the snow. I'm dreaming of a white Christmas with every Christmas card I write. May your days be merry and bright, and may all your Christmases be white. All sounds so beautiful.
And I want to make a comment about this song. First of all, I wish I had written it.
Yeah.
Everybody in the world wishes they had written that song. It's probably the most famous and most loved Christmas song in America. It was written by a guy named Izzy Balin. He came over here when he was a small child with his mother and father. They were Russian Jews, and they resettled in New York and got jobs. And little Izzy found some warehouse where there was an old piano, and they bought it for $1. And he could only play in one key, so he played everything in F sharp. But when people bought his music, they transferred it to whatever key they wanted to play in. And he grew up and became one of the most, if not the most, famous songwriter in America. He gave us White Christmas. He gave us God Bless America. He loved America, and he wrote about it a lot. He wrote a lot of songs for World War I. You're in the Army now, Mr. Jones. And he wrote lots of pop tunes that everybody knows. And they're all singable. And they're just a beautiful, beautiful legacy. So if he and his mother and father had not come to America, we wouldn't have any of those songs. I like to think about that when I'm thinking about immigrants.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
and he lived to be 101, which was great.
Wow.
Anyway,
Here's to Irving Berlin.
yes, he changed his name and got famous with that name.
Yeah. All right. Okay. I'm trying to show everybody's comments along the way. Sorry if I'm going kind of fast, but
Yeah, I'd like to hear some of them too.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we'll look at some of them. Hi from DC. We love DC. We need to go back there and work, right? We love DC.
Oh yeah, we got to see Mount Vernon. We played a beautiful big sort of a happy hour at a wonderful corporation for somebody's birthday. And they put us outside on the back lawn so we could see the river and play, thinking about George Washington.
Yeah, it's so cool. It was wonderful. What a great place.
Yeah.
Okay, so we have a couple of requests. Oh, I forgot to, this is terrible, but I forgot to pull a lyric on this. You maybe just need to play this.
Okay, what is it?
Okay, so I'll pull up a lyric here in a second. I thought it was prepared. Oh wait, no, I did pull a lyric. I am more prepared than I thought I was. Okay, this is Hi Beegie and Monica. This is from Linda Rose. Hi Linda Rose. Courtney and I will tune in. My mother loved Elvis, so I would love to request Blue Christmas, Elvis's version. in her honor. So we should do that.
Okay.
I have to admit, I've never sung this song before. You hear it, right? All the time, but
yeah.
I didn't know it. But anyway, so I won't, I'm no Millie Kirkham, but I will, in fact, I'm not even going to try to be, but we're going to do it anyway. All right, here we go. So Blue Christmas, we're going to do this in the key of C, all of you fabulous people who are following along. So,
Okay.
you want to set it up? Y'all sing along. I'll have a blue Christmas without you. I'll be so blue just thinking about you. Decorations of red on a green Christmas tree won't be the same, dear, if you're not here with me. And when those blue snowflakes start falling, that's when those blue memories start calling. You'll be doing all right with your Christmas of white, but I'll have a blue Christmas. I think so. You'll be doing all right with your Christmas of white, but I'll have a blue Christmas.
So let's identify Millie for the crowd.
This is all you.
Millie Kirkham was a high-voiced singer that worked in the studios a lot. She could go way up over the staff with things, and they put her in backgrounds a lot. And they, when they recorded this song at RCA, she was there as a part of the group. And somebody came up with the idea of that high voice. So that's what Millie was singing. And you know it if you've heard that recording, because it's completely all the way through the thing. And she just would sit on a stool and sing like that, like it was nothing. And she was still on the road with an Elvis impersonator. And she went to Finland and all the European places when she was in her early 90s. And she had a long, long, long career. Millie Kirkham, she was a wonderful girl, wonderful lady. And she was married to a drummer, and the whole family was musical. So she was one of our treasures from Nashville. Just want to let you know who she was.
Yeah. One of my favorite Millie stories, actually, I didn't hear it from her. I heard it later, but when she lived in a assisted living when she passed, and one of the guys she would travel with, who would also kind of help her out because she was 90, I think, or like 89 at the time or something. Yeah. And they asked her how she liked being in the assisted living. She's like, I hate it. They're all old. That was great. Okay. We have a couple more. We have lots of requests, but the next one is from Katrina Stewart, who texted us, and you are all welcome to text us and tell us what song you want. There's the text number. Everything's on delay, so be patient. But anyway, she requested Silent Night. So let's do Silent Night in the key of F.
Okay.
And let's just play it down twice. I'll sing it through once, and then I'll let you play and let everyone just sing along with BG.
Sure.
The second time through. All right. Silent night, holy night, all is calm, all is bright, round yon virgin mother and child, holy infant, so tender and mild, sleep in heavenly peace, sleep in heavenly peace.
Trying to get that thing off, I guess.
Beautiful, gorgeous. I think there is a crazy cat running around this house, and I'm going to go check on him. If he's not terrorizing another cat, I'll bring him on screen so everyone can say hi to Quigley. But I have a question for everyone, and I'm going to throw BG under the bus and have her start while I rescue a cat. Tell me, everybody, I want to hear, what is like a quick favorite memory you have growing up or as an adult? I'll share mine in a little bit, but do you want to share something? I love the gift on the refrigerator story.
Yeah, that's the one I was thinking about.
All right, cool. I'll be right back. I gotta go help a cat.
One of my cats thinks he's as we say, the producer of these things. And tonight he has a little red and green kerchief around his neck, and I don't know if he's enjoying it or not. But she asked me to say what was my favorite Christmas memory. I have a lot of them, especially when I was in college with my friends and family and musicians that I played with. But my first memory, there he comes, was when I was about 3, I guess. There he is. Look at that. Look at that cute thing.
He's pissed. He's got a bandana on. He doesn't care for it very much.
But I was just at the age that I was playing with miniature furniture and things like that. What? Did he hiss at you?
He just hissed at me.
He needs some eggnog or something.
It's the bandana.
It's the
He
bandana.
never ever wears anything like that, and he is threatened. So I'm going to go take the bandana off of him now.
That's good.
Excuse me, wow. I'm sorry to interrupt your story.
Anyway, I was about 3, but I remember it very vividly. My parents always opened things on Christmas Eve, and then I was allowed to stay up, till 7:30 or something, and get my stuff under the tree. So that year, my mother had decided to get me a little kitchen set, and it was a little metal stove, pretend stove, about like this. and then a little sink and a little refrigerator. And so I opened the first two, and my mother and her friends and everybody were sitting around drinking and opening presents. And she suddenly went, "Oh my goodness, I think Santa Claus forgot something." So she jumped up and went into the kitchen and reached up over the one of the big cabinets and pulled down a package just wrapped in brown paper. And she said, "Here it is." And she handed it to me and she said, "Santa Claus forgot this in his sleigh, and he must have come back and dropped it off." So who was I? I believed entirely in Santa Claus. And so I launched into it, and it was another kitchen cabinet kind of thing. And everybody was laughing, and I couldn't understand why they were laughing because I was so happy with that kitchen. And so I just remember it really well. And I talked about it to my parents later, and they said, "Oh yeah, we did that."
Yeah.
It wasn't Santa Claus.
Aw.
So, but it sticks with me because it was the first memory of Christmas that I had.
Yeah.
And I remember my dad picking me up and walking all around the tree and saying, how do you like it?" And I loved it. I just thought I was in Wonderland. So that was a big day for me.
Mhm. I just remember every Christmas going downstairs and the house was perfectly lit. The tree just sparkled, and there'd always be lots of toys, Barbie dolls, Cabbage Patch Kids, things like that, just waiting for us to open. And it would drive me crazy because my parents, it probably was like a 10-minute thing, but it felt like an eternity. And I had to wait for them to make the monkey bread and make their coffee before we could open the presents, and it would just make my head explode. So I'm usually the one that wants to get up early and open all the presents. So anyway. Okay, so we have a couple more. I want to share a couple more emails, and then how about another song? We've got, this is a sweet email from Carol in Oliver, British Columbia, Canada. She said, "Since I live alone, spending Christmas Eve with BG is the ultimate gift." That's so sweet.
Oh, that's nice.
I discovered BG about 6 weeks ago, and I'm sure I have played every one of the YouTube tapes over again many, many times. She called YouTube tapes. I love that. Would love to meet BG, but COVID-19 prevents that from happening as all concerts are put on hold. Boy, do we know. We know. That's not for long, though. Vaccine. Before BG, my favorite pianists were Errol Garner and Oscar Peterson.
Two of my favorites.
Yeah. BG, thank you for sharing your talent with the world at large. Have a wonderful Christmas. Stay safe, healthy, and happy. And on Christmas Day, gobble till you wobble. Carol from Canada. And Alice wrote us, I'm not sure where Alice is from. She wanted us to do an Italian standard that we weren't familiar enough with to be able to do. And I'm sorry about that. But she says,
learn it.
Yeah, she said, "I'll be alone this Christmas, but we'll enjoy spending Christmas Eve with you." So Alice, if you're listening, I'm sorry we're not going to be able to do your request. But how would you feel about us doing Winter Wonderland for you? How does that sound?
That sounds good.
It's not even close to the tune she requested, but at least it's something we can do. So, all right. We're going to do this in A flat.
Okay. And
You do
it's 1.5.
Yeah. So we're going to sing down the tune once, and then we're going to go right back up to the bridge, or to the half of the tune. For those of you who don't know what the bridge is of a tune, just follow me.
Sleigh bells ring, are you listening? In the lane, snow is glistening. A beautiful sight, we're happy tonight. Walking in a winter wonderland. Gone away is the bluebird, here to stay is the new bird. He sings a love song as we go along, walking in Wonderland. In the meadow we can build a snowman and pretend that he is Parson Brown. He'll say, "Are you married?" We'll say, "No, man, but you can do the job when you're in town." Later on we'll conspire as we dream by the fire to face unafraid the plans that we made, walking in the winter wonderland. In the meadow we can build a snowman and pretend that he's a circus clown. We'll have lots of fun with Mr. Snowman until the other kitties knock him down. When it snows, ain't it thrilling? Though your nose gets a chillin', we'll frolic and play the Eskimo way, walking in a winter wonderland. Walking in a winter wonderland. One more time. Walking in a winter wonderland.
Somewhere in there. It's been a long time since I played that. I think the phone's gonna ring and it's gonna be the guy that wrote it.
Yeah,
What are
stop
you
playing
doing
my
in my
song. Stop playing my song. Okay. Jessica Francis. Hi, Jessica. We miss you. Glad you're on. Thanks for watching, writing in. Okay, so let's read some of these. Let's get caught up on some of these. I remember staying awake all night so I could see Santa, but parents had bought the presents the preceding day. Oh, well, okay, let's see here. Hi, Michael. Thanks for joining us. We've got so many cool. Here's Kevin. My parents didn't have 2 nickels, so we moved to California. But my folks at my father's job collected money. Oh,
that's great.
oh, okay. That's what it's all about, right? So you have this whole new appreciation of Christmas and the holidays and gift giving. You're probably a much better human being than all of us. Thanks for sharing that, Kevin. That's cool. We have a, let's see, hello from Nashville. Hi. Hi, Nashvilleian. Thanks for joining us. Monica, you're wonderful. Oh, thank you. That's very nice of you to say. I appreciate it. Somebody makes me sound good over here. That's what it's all about. She's the best.
I don't know.
So, okay, the Christmas song. Yeah, we're gonna get there. I promise. We're gonna get to the Christmas song in a little bit here. Your jazz is warming my ears and my heart in these cold days. It's what it's all about. It's supposed to make you happy.
Yes.
So we're glad that it is. Thanks for letting us know. Okay, so this next song is, it's kind of weird. Do any of you have songs that you've heard so many times, but then if you actually had to sing it or play it, you're like, wait a minute, I'm not sure I know how that goes. This was one of those songs for me. It's a Gershwin song, and every singer should know it. And now I do, sort of. But Beegie had recommended that I learn this just recently, and it's not a Christmas song. We're going to take maybe a couple song break from the holiday stuff. But this is a Gershwin song called Love Walked In, and probably a lot of you know it. So we're still going to treat this like a sing-along, real basic. I hope you will sing along with us. So we're going to do this in A flat, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
And I think, what do you think? Should we just do it 1 time through or do it like 1.5, or what do you think?
Up to you.
Let's do it 1.5.
Okay, so just go back to the bridge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or B section. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay. Let's see if we can do this. My debut, not performance, but sing along with all of you. Sorry, I left you hanging there. Love walked right in and drove the shadows away. Love walked right in and brought my sunniest day. One magic moment, and my heart seems to know that love said hello, though not a word was spoken. One look and I forgot the bloom of the past. One look and I had found my future at last. One look and I had found a world completely new. When love walked in with you. I'll come in the second half of that. All right. Are you all singing along? I can't hear you through my hat. Here we go. One look and I forgot the bloom of the past. One look and I had found my future at last. One look and I had found a world completely new. When love walked in with you.
Pretty tune.
There's one little part I still have to learn in there. I'm getting
Well, me
something
too.
down, but anyway, I was so glad to do that with all of you. That was fun.
Yeah. Can't beat Gershwin.
Okay, so okay, I have another question. My question for I have a question for all of you. Sorry, I'm trying to find it here. Okay, obviously traditions, we've had to give a lot of them up to be safe, to protect ourselves, to protect the people we love, and those will never meet, right? We're all in this together. And my question is, what, with so many traditions that we're leaving behind, what's the one tradition that you can safely keep doing? We're making monkey bread in the morning.
She's making monkey bread.
I'll have the monkey bread made before BG's awake, I can guarantee it. Nothing wrong with that. I'll have a little time in the kitchen and it'll be fun. I love making it. And we try something new every year. We add, dried fruit or different types of nuts and blah, blah, blah. But anyway, so we can safely do that without any issues, I think. So, yeah. So tell us what traditions you're keeping up. I think it's important to try to have some semblance of normalcy, right? But honoring the realities of the world and knowing that this is temporary. We'll be able to get back to what we were looking forward to, or start some new traditions as a result of this. So, okay, so let us know. And did you have any traditions you wanted to add? I forgot to ask you.
Yeah. Well, I always want to put up stockings.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't have children, so I put up stockings for the cats.
Yeah.
And for my friends or whoever's going to be in my house at that point. And I put them up in the kitchen because I have a little banister on the way to and upstairs. And I can't put them up in front of the fireplace because Quigley will eat them and take them down. So my kitchen is kind of ground zero for some of those things. But I always like a tree. and just things that I cherish from home sometimes.
Yeah.
I have some 40s glass decorations that I put in a bowl on my coffee table, and they're from, like 1930, 40. And one of them says Merry Christmas on it. It's just, I like to sit and look at them with the fireplace going.
Well, we'll get to do all that this year.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So this next email was from, and request was from Jim and Sandy in Ontario, Canada. We have a lot of international folks watching. Hi, everyone around the world watching.
Yeah.
From near and far. Merry, merry, merry everything, I like to say. Want to cover all the bases. Everybody's included here tonight. A year or so ago, while riding around in our new car, we were captivated by this song from our generation by a pianist previously unknown to us. We rushed home to explore her music and became instant fans of Beegie Adair. Subsequently, we were thrilled to be able to attend a concert given by her earlier this year at the Steinway Piano Gallery in Naples, which was our Birdland was our last concert, but that was just a few weeks before, and I think those are the only two concerts we actually got to have.
That's right.
I think this year. Anyway, we'll be back. So anyway, he is the first song that you played that night, or that he wrote down, was Because of You.
Mm-hmm.
Jim had actually asked, and Sandy actually asked me to sing this, but I'm going to turn it over to BG and just let you guys hear BG play a little bit, sing along, enjoy, and I'm going to go see if the cats hate me. I'll be right back. Isn't she the best, guys?
Isn't she the most out of tune on this piano? Poor
It's okay.
thing.
It's okay.
My piano tuner, who is a genius, takes good care of this piano, but he is also in quarantine. So we're just not going to get to see him until he's perfectly okay, and we all are too. So the piano is going to have to be patient.
Yeah. And we know the sound isn't great on this. We're not even trying. I'll be honest with you. One, that would involve other people coming into the house. And I know that none of you want us to risk our health, or the health of the person coming in for that. So we're we're just trying to do something nice. We hope you can enjoy it. And Chris Brown is on.
He is.
Chris Brown. He says, "Merry Christmas, y'all. Vodka soon."
Yeah. Do they know who he is?
Chris Brown is Beegie Adair's drummer.
All the recordings you hear since 1998 has the same drummer and the same bass player. They're like my brothers. We travel together and just have so much fun because it's like we know what we're doing after 20 some years, you know. So Chris is the drummer, and he's a sweet guy and plays up a storm.
He does. We miss you, Chris.
Yes, we do.
But we'll see you soon. We'll be swinging soon, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. I'm getting through some of, look at that. What a cute little message there. Mary Ann says the best Christmas present is having the two of you in your Santa hats performing. I love our Santa hats.
I don't know about that. Well, the jury's still out on this hat. By the way, I had a haircut.
Yeah.
That's why I don't have so much hair as I did the last time you.
Oh, but you need to elaborate because just because we're not hypocrites here.
So Monica came across a video that told her how to cut hair, so we had a hair cutting session. So
I got her hair. You won't see the back of it. Nobody's allowed to see the back of it.
I had such
including
long hair.
BG.
I had long hair, and I haven't been to the beauty shop since March. So it was turning gray. And I looked like, this will only be for older people who used to see the Dick Tracy comics. I looked like Sparkle Plenty with this gray hair hanging down. So it's nice. I watched it this morning. There was nothing there. I was in and out in 5 minutes.
Well, you know, we aim to please at the Salon of Monica. So, yeah, so we are, I'm checking the text messages, and, you know, that's it's a really cool process. Actually, we want everyone to text us. Let me put the number up again so you can, this is from a previous question, but that's the text. We have this cool new, BG has this really cool new celebrity app, and it's called Community Text. And it allows us to actually text everybody. Truly, we're the ones sending the text messages. So if you will, sign up so we can keep you posted by text on things if you prefer. If you don't want to get text, don't sign up. But it's supposed to be pretty quick turnaround. So if anybody texts us, we'll try to follow along with that too. I'm not really good at multitasking and singing and drinking whiskey at the same time. So okay. So let me read the next email. This is fun. Okay. Everybody got the text number? 615-908-2533. And we will text you back. We really will. It's not, the first message is automated, and then after that, it's really us, I promise. Okay. Okay. So this next email is from actually someone named Mike Pence. I don't believe it is the Mike Pence that you might be thinking of. This gentleman says, my wife and I are big fans of BG. We traveled 3 times from Philadelphia to New York City to see her perform. Always a treat. Thanks, Mike. That's sweet. In fact, we were at Birdland in March to see her perform just before the pandemic quarantines began. Thanks for coming. We appreciate it. We saw her first at Birdland in 2013. At the time, we had the great pleasure of meeting BG. She was so gracious. She really is. I asked if she could play Snowfall, but since it was October, I settled for early autumn. So he wants to know, since we're taking requests, if you could play Snowfall. He's loved that song since he was a teenager, almost 60 years ago. So
it's on the winter
romance
album.
Yeah.
And I haven't played it in a while, so it might be a snowfall plus some hail or rain, or something.
It might be a blizzard.
But I think I think I can do it.
It's BG. It's not gonna.
It's
At her worst, she
yeah.
sounds great, right? Like this video if you think she sounds amazing tonight. Okay.
It was written and performed by the Claude Thornhill Orchestra, and he was a wonderful piano player and composer. So here goes.
Aw, that was nice.
Well, it needs work, but I haven't played it in a long time, but it is a wonderful. Actually, it's really good with the Claude Thornhill Orchestra too. If you don't have that recording, that would be a good thing to have as well.
Well, and we, obviously, if you're interested in BG's music or my music, you can visit our websites, and all that information is in the description. We'd love to stay in touch with all of you if you're not already on our lists and getting regular updates from us. I'm trying so hard, especially we can't get out and work. I'm trying to daily send some kind of message, something fun, something funny, something musical, something silly, something serious, whatever. But we're trying to stay in touch with everybody. So we would love to stay connected with you if you don't mind following us in the ways that you prefer, and in as many ways as you prefer. I'm reading some of the texts right now. These are really fun. We're having lots of, they're all coming through at once. So this is pretty wild. Okay.
Yeah.
So,
That looks good.
all right, let's see here. What do we have? All right, we got a couple more here. Okay, this is from Gregory. Hi, Gregory.
Gregory.
It says, I texted you earlier, blah, 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 blah. He'd like to dedicate the Christmas Waltz to his partner, Michael. And it's Michael's favorite Christmas song.
Okay.
And he says, we saw BG several times in New York. Our first time was at Carnegie Hall, and last was at Birdland right before COVID. Oh, I so wish that we could have said hi to everybody and talked to you. BG's music has become part of the soundtrack of our lives. This is kind of sad, but I wanted to share it. This summer, on top of all the miserable mess of the year, we lost our beloved dog, Holly.
Oh.
On the day her ashes arrived, we were devastated, and we sat in the dark and quiet, just numb. And it became unbearable. When it became unbearable, I told Siri to play some piano music. And the first song that came on was your version of Over the Rainbow.
Oh my goodness.
I know. Yeah. So although that made us cry, we knew at the moment that our girl was telling her daddies that she was still with us and loved us. So, well, for what it's worth, I lost one of my sweet babies this summer too. And it's the hardest, worst gut-wrenching feeling in the world, and I completely understand. I'm so sorry that you lost your baby, but
So I have a question
four.
about that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gregory, are you listening? She's got a question for you. You can text and give us an answer.
I may tear up about this. I've had a long life, and I've had several animals a lot of animals that I lost. Mostly, they were very old and had long lives themselves, because my husband and I both were dog lovers, and we treated him very well. And but he found a thing in Look magazine one time that was written by Eugene, who wrote the
not O'Neill.
Eugene O'Neill.
Yeah.
And when he married in Europe years ago, his wife had a Dalmatian that she was very, very fond of. And when he died, she said, "I'm never going to have another dog because it hurts too much." And he wrote an essay for her in the voice of the dog, and said, "I would like to think that you liked me so much, and I was such a good dog, that you couldn't wait to get another one." And so I've always subscribed to that, because somebody out there needs a home.
That's right. All those babies need
I will
homes.
tell you, if you read that, it's on the internet. If you read that, you'll want to go and honor your dog by getting another one, because he was so great.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Now, wait a minute, we're not done.
Here we go.
We're not done. I thought I was going to be the one to cry first.
Okay.
Well, Gregory and Michael, do you want to play the Christmas waltz for them?
Yeah.
Okay. That was great.
I like that song. You don't hear it as much as you do other carols, but it's uplifting.
Yeah, it's a good tune. So we have several requests for the Christmas song. You think we should do that? We're going to do just a couple more tunes and we're going to sign off. We know a lot of you have other obligations, but stick around if you can. Yeah. I've been texting some of you back, and I'm going to save some of them for BG to text back. So, but some of you I've texted back. If I don't get them before the end of this, we'll still write you back. So,
What key do you do?
I think we wrote down G.
Okay.
So let's just do this one time through. Everybody sing along if you want. So such a perfect Mel Torme.
Oh, it's wonderful.
Who wrote it with Mel Torme?
I used to know.
Who wrote it with Mel Torme? Somebody write and tell us, because I'm drawing a blank. I know who it is, and I can't remember. Someone out there will know. So,
Chestnuts roasting on an open fire, Jack Frost nipping at your nose, Yuletide carols being sung by a choir, and folks dressed up like Eskimos.
here we go.
Everybody knows
I'm in a key I don't know.
a turkey and some mistletoe help to make the season bright. Tiny tots with their eyes all aglow will find it hard to sleep tonight. They know that Santa's on his way. He's loading lots of toys and goodies on his sleigh. And every mother's child is gonna smile to see if reindeer really know how to fly. And so I'm offering this simple phrase to kids from 1 to 102. Although it's been said many times, many ways, Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas to you.
I need to go back and play that bridge again.
It still almost made me cry.
Oh, I have been playing that song for 40 years, and I suddenly wound up in Cucamonga.
That's-
So they're on the
I don't think anybody watching cares. I think we're all in this together, right? We're just having fun, right? Just noodling around, trying to get by.
There it is.
Okay. Are you prepared? I'm not prepared to sing, but this song, but Christmas time is here.
Oh, the
Yeah.
Charlie Brown?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Somebody's requested that. Do you want to play it maybe once through?
Yeah.
I'm just gonna, will it bother you if I sit here?
No.
Okay. request. Thank you for
Yeah.
requesting that. Okay, well, I don't know about you, but we have some food to cook, and
Oh, yeah.
we have presents to wrap for Santa, and lots of things going on. So I think we have time for maybe one more song.
Sure.
This week, obviously, we're taking a week off from Happy Hour with BG, which is a bi-weekly show we're doing through this quarantine pandemic
It's fun. We
nonsense.
get to see a lot of people.
Yeah, we've had so much fun. We have all these great guests. If you haven't been watching, make sure you subscribe to BG's YouTube channel while you're watching, and we'll keep you up to date. We have guests each time, and we just sit and talk. It's kind of like this, only it's not live. It's pre-recorded, and they usually provide music, or we have videos that open and close the show. It's just worlds of fun. So we're glad to have it. It's a good distraction for us, as well as hopefully all of you during this time, until we can get out and see you in person. Okay, so let me see. I've made a couple little notes. Please just follow us on social media, or sign up for our email lists, or, do whatever you're comfortable doing so we can stay in touch. I think it's just so nice to be able to connect with fans, and we try hard to make it personal. We don't always get to, but we really try hard to keep this as mom and pop as we can, so we can connect with all of you and kind of be one with the people who make our world go round. So please allow us to keep you posted. And let's see, just be extra safe. We are mask wearers. We believe in wearing masks anytime you could possibly be around people. So just please be extra safe. I don't care who you are, what you believe in. I don't care what your income is, or your job, or your race, or nothing matters to us. We care about you, and we want you to be okay, and we want your loved ones to be okay. So just please, let's get through this together. And, we're donating a portion of all of our proceeds through the end of the year, which is next week, to live venues. You can also make a donation through this YouTube link to the link to NEVA, which is the organization we're supporting. And I know they'd be really grateful, and we certainly would as well. We want to have venues to play in when the world opens up. So please support them. They deserve it. And, I just want to say to all of my friends and my family, I love you, and I wish I could be with you next year, but I'm happy to have BG and our furry babies. And it's always so nice to stay in touch with all the people we love. And you want to add anything before we take this out?
Just that I'm grateful for all my friends, and I don't have any family anymore except a second cousin in Michigan that I'm fond of, and we stay in touch. But other than that, they're all gone. And so my friends are my family.
Yeah.
And they said, a friend of mine once said, your friends are the family that you choose for yourself. And he's right.
Yeah.
So we get along fine. I'm friends with my bass player and my drummer and their families, and we all hang out together like brothers and sisters. And so that's what I'm really proud of, is to have so many good friends.
We're lucky.
Yeah, we are.
We're lucky.
We are.
Okay, so if I get through this last one without crying, it's not going to happen. I'm totally going to break down. So you all have to sing along. Promise me if you know the song, you'll sing along, so I don't feel like I'm out here alone on this one.
What are we doing?
We're going to do, I'll tell you in a second.
Okay.
I don't know. I didn't write down the key. Do you have it written down? Yeah, you have it written down. Okay. Sorry, I forgot the key. Yeah. Me and my fiance, Rosie, are huge fans of yours from London. This is hi, Beegie and Monica. London, England. We had the pleasure of seeing you perform in London in 2018 and even got to meet you afterwards. It was an amazing evening. I proposed to Rosie last December in New York under the tree at Rockefeller Center, and you can bet that BG was the soundtrack for our whole trip. We will be watching the stream from the UK on Christmas Eve. However, because of the local COVID restrictions here, we sadly won't be able to see any of our families or friends. We understand. But we are lucky that we can spend a Christmas, just the two of us, before we get married next July. And it will be made even better with your live stream. Please, can we request, have yourself a merry little Christmas. Sending lots of love, Mark and Rosie. Well, first of all, congratulations, you two. That's a beautiful story. That's the first time I've actually read it. I had to practice reading this one several times because I kept crying. So far, so good.
That's good. That was great.
So let's do this 1.5 times, like down once and then the bridge out.
Yep.
And then I'll come back in on the last section. We wrote a little alternative lyric to this, and hopefully it.
So it's F, right?
Yeah. So yeah, that sounds right. All right. Sing along, please. Have yourself a merry little Christmas. Let your heart be light. From now on, our troubles will be out of sight. Have yourself a merry little Christmas. Make the Yuletide gay. Next year all our troubles will be miles away. Here we are as in olden days, happy golden days, so dear. Faithful friends who were dear to us won't be near to us this year. 21 will surely be much better if the fates allow. Until then, we'll have to muddle through somehow. So have yourself a merry little Christmas Someday soon we all will be together if the fates allow. Hang a shining star upon the highest and have yourself a merry little Christmas now.
was fun.
This was great.
Yeah, this is fun.
BG, give shout out to BG Adair.
Oh, next time I want something else besides the Santa hat.
Okay, I'll give you your crown back.
Oh, please.
And Idris Elba.
Oh, yeah, right.
Well, thank you all just so much. And
Yes.
just
The full audience.
just thank you all so much
Yeah.
for everything. And we love you. We care about you. So please be safe. And happy holidays, happy new year. And we'll see you soon, okay? Bye.
Bye.